All right, here we are. Madden 26 franchise mode. Franchise fate at its finest. Today, today we're gonna be starting a new little series. Today we're gonna be playing a full custom series with all up-to-date roster. It's kind of like a realistic rebuild but instead of just rebuilding the team, we're gonna be playing each game. We're gonna be going through the season. We're gonna be doing the off seasons. We're gonna do the drafts. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna keep free agency realistic. We're not gonna go over crazy with signing free agents and just spending all of our money. We're gonna keep things realistic. We're gonna see what fits with our team, and we're gonna build up to hopefully a Super Bowl contender and Super Bowl champions eventually. So the team that we're gonna be playing with, if you know anything about football, then you know the New York Jets are genuinely the worst team in football since the early 1970s, since Super Bowl III. We haven't won. We've gotten close in the early 2000s. We've got, to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we just haven't been able to make anything happen since then. Now, me being a Jets fan, it's tragic to say the least. It really does suck if I do have to say so myself. But, today we're going to be taking over. As you can see, we've updated every roster. I personally went through and made all of the trades and all of the free agency acquisitions to every single team. The one thing is I wasn't able to trade picks when I was making the rosters, so some picks are still going to be on certain teams that don't have them in real life. That's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's Madden. At the end of the day, we got to roll with the punches and do what we can do. We're going to be using the Jets defensive playbook and the Jets offensive playbook because we want to keep things as realistic as possible. We're not going to do spam plays. We have our own custom sliders that we're going to be playing with to make the games feel a bit more authentic, to make them feel more realistic. We don't want to spam plays. We have play call limits on, so we can't just run cheese plays back to back. We're going to be doing only coach suggestions. We might throw in a QB sneak in there if we're like 4th and inches, and they never suggest QB sneak for some reason. Madden's logic just, oh, let's just punt the ball, even if we're on the 48-yard line and 4th and inches. Why not punt the ball or take a 63-yard field goal? All right, let's see. We got 3 things. We got a position battle already. All right, let's see. Who wants to battle? Who wants that starting job? Surprised you're not in pads. We got practicing a few. Who's this? Milo Eifler. I don't even. Who are you? We'll talk after preseason. You gotta show me some things. Coach, a big reason you were hired was your ability to develop talent and get the most out of players. What area will you be focusing on first? Training camp. It starts at training camp. That's where it starts. Hopefully that's not where it finishes. Shift into on the field. Which side of the ball will your identity shine through the most? I mean, I'd say the defense right now because our defense is better, but I would hope it shines more on the offense. We do want to put up points. So we're going to be trying. Probably our backs is probably like the best thing that we have right now. We don't have much else. I mean, we have Garrett Wilson, but our O-line is shit. And besides Garrett Wilson, we don't really have good receivers. And lastly, coach, what will give you an advantage over other coaches in this league? Scouting prospects. That's all we have to do. I'm not gonna lie, because we don't really have anything else. We have to build throughout the draft and throughout free agency. That's really about that. All right, so we got Geno Smith at quarterback, Tyrod Taylor behind him. We have Breece Hall and Khalil Herbert as our sort of 1-2 punch with Braylon Allen in the 3rd spot. We have Garrett Wilson. We have Adonai Mitchell. We have Josh Reynolds and some other backups. On the offensive line, we have Fashanu. I guess that's how you say his name. Fashanu at left tackle. Superstar dev. That's always good. That's what you want. Not. We have Varghese at left guard. We have Joe Tippmann at center. We need to upgrade at right guard. This is not good. Put Josh Myers there to start right now, but we definitely need to upgrade right there. We have Membu at right tackle. We have M. Taylor and Jay Ruckert at tight end. So as you can see, our offense, besides Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and Khalil Herbert was a nice addition. I like Khalil Herbert in real life a lot. I think he's a great running back. I think he'll do a lot for us too. With him and Breece Hall as a 1-2 punch back there. I think that'll give Breece more opportunity to shine because he won't have to play on the field so much. He won't get every touch, so he'll have more opportunity to show his dual threat ability because Breece Hall is fast on the ground and even better with receiving. So he'll be able to, you know, swap out and stay fresh throughout the year. So I actually like that as a pickup that we got. On the defensive side of the ball, of course, like I said, we have Minka Fitzpatrick. Linebackers need help. We need help. We need help. The front seven, after letting go of Big Q and his brother, and what's that? What's the other guy's name? John Franklin Meyer. Yeah, we lost a couple guys. We got Joseph Asai back. We got Tavondre Sweat. We got Onyemata. So Harrison Phillips, I don't really care about that pickup as much. But we have a couple guys that are, you know, somewhat decent. A little bit of older pieces, but when we should be trying to get younger. But, you know, it is what it is, and we have to, like I said, we have to roll with the punches. You know, we're in a rebuild phase. We're in the developmental phase. So this is what we have. This is our starting core. That it's not gonna end like this. I'll just let you guys know that right now. It's not gonna end like this, not one bit. But this is what we have on the corners of the field. We have a couple people. We have a young guy right here. I don't know how to say his name. I'm not gonna butcher it. Yeah, whatever. We got AZ Thomas. That's what we're gonna call him. Okay. We got a rookie hidden dev. He's pretty meh, to say the least, but it's what we got. Like I said, this is not our end all be all. This is just our beginning. All right, so here we are. First offensive possession. We got a 3rd and 3. Like I said, we're gonna be using coach suggestions only, so the play calling is completely left up to the computer, and hopefully, you know, we can make some plays. Great first down pickup right there. That's exactly what we wanted. Josh Reynolds, first catch of the season. Well, we don't really know because it's like I said, we're playing the key moments right now, so we don't really know what they're doing. We're not controlling. All right, we got a 3rd and 3. We got a run play coming up. See what Breece Hall could do. Great rush up the middle. We got some decent blocking right there. 3 rushes for 17 yards for Breece Hall so far. All right, we got a 4th and 9, big field goal kick. All right, they're going us to kick the ball. 4th and 9 in the 20. It's preseason. Usually I would have went for it right here just because it's the preseason. And, you know, we want to see what these guys got. We don't really want to see what the kicker got. We know we can kick the ball. Kicking is kicking. It's not that hard in Madden. I actually like the new kicking system because it is a bit harder this year, but kicking is kicking. All right, we got another 3rd and 4 opportunity right here. We got Tyrod Taylor in at QB, Braylon Allen in. Seems they bench most of our starters, so see what we can do. And we convert. Let's go. 1st and 10. Let's get it. We're on the 32-yard line. We're almost in the red zone. And again, we just couldn't convert. We got a 57-yarder here. And we missed the kick. There's those sliders I was talking about. So it is a little bit harder to do anything, but, you know, that makes it more fun for us because we really, truly don't know the outcome of what we're doing until we do it. We got a screen pass here. Khalil Herbert. Good spin. He's spinning and winning. All right, and we still stay out here. We got second quarter about wrapped up. We got a 2-minute money drive here. Got a 1:10 left on the clock. Oh my God! And that could have been way worse than what it was. I tell you. All right, we still got 2 timeouts. 1:06. We're almost at half field. I don't know why they having us run a short spacing play, but we could turn up the field here. Get out of bounds. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, we got to their side of the field now. Again, they're having us run spacing right now, and I'm not sure particularly why they have us running this with a minute left on the clock. But we can't really question that, can we? We just have to play our game. And we go down, and thank God we were able to get the ball out right there. I really don't want to keep running these short routes and stuff. I want to get the ball towards the end zone, or at least about 10 yards at least. I don't really want to. I have no blocking here. Beautiful. All right, we're just gonna have to run a hurry up right here. We could time out right here, but do we really want to? No, I'd rather just run hurry up, keep the clock running just in case we don't convert. Don't really want to give them any types of chances to. And he can't come down with it. That's just. Ha! We tried our best. We tried our best right there, but we couldn't finish. Our first look at our punter. It's a decent punt. We got him around the 16. Yeah. It's not bad. 28 seconds left. We'll see. We get a stop. That's good. We're pushing up. Third down alert. Take control. And again, they just having us run the same type of plays over and over again. Our offensive coordinator got to get fired or something because this play calling is horrendous. And that's a pick. I don't know why I threw that. I got nervous. I didn't want to take the sack, and I ended up throwing the interception. Sometimes that's just how it happens. Sometimes, you know, I'm not the best at the game. I'll tell you guys that right now. I am not the best at the game. So if you enjoy seeing crash out moments, I guarantee you there will be a lot of crash out moments. That really wasn't because that was kind of my fault, and he just breaks. What is that animation? Desmond Ridder just breaks a tackle like he's like fucking Josh Allen. Like what are we doing? All right, we got Jamie Sherwood, that McCrary brawl right here on the blitz, and of course we just get jammed up. Their offensive line, even their backup offensive linemen, are just too good for our defense somehow. Good pickup right there. That was a good read. 3rd and 3. We're gonna, thankfully they gave us a blitz. We're just gonna blitz. We're gonna pinch our line right here. Actually, just in case, because I feel like they're gonna run. Okay, well we're down to the fourth quarter. 3-0. This is a very, very low scoring game. I feel bad for the fans. Any fan that paid to come see this game, you got gypped. You waited all winter, all spring, all summer for football season to come back for us to give you a performance like this. And they got the 4th and inches. They're probably gonna take 3 here. I would see them tying it up. It's the 4th quarter. And it rough in the oh my god. Like this is exactly why I say if you like crash out moments, because I don't understand like in what universe would that be? Would that like why? I can't even speak. It's just so bold. Like good stop. We got to get 3 more. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're going to run one more blitz. They're at the 6. 3rd and 6. Hopefully after this they kick a field goal. If we get the stop, because it's not even. And we just leave them wide open. Nobody's on them. We're running man. Nobody's on them. 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. 3-7. We still got time. We're on 1st and 10 on the 50. See what we got. If he had just a little bit more speed, he would have been gone. And of course, Joe Tippmann, our starting center, still in the game. First game of the preseason with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock. He gets injured. He's still playing for some reason. We don't have anybody else to replace him at center, apparently. Come on. That's just, it's insane. The logic, I don't. Okay, we get stuffed. 2nd and 9, we're on the 26-yard line. We're going to run play action. Try to get the ball out, and it just overthrown. And we got a flag. That's going to be pass interference, DPI. We're on what, the 8-yard line, 6-yard line? We're on the 8-yard line now. That's beautiful. Couldn't have drawn up a better thing myself. Sadly, the clock doesn't keep going. We would have wanted to run that down to the 2-minute warning. But, oh my goodness, we just can't get a block. We can't get a block there. We have two offensive linemen running with us, and just somehow they let the 2 defenders just rush right at the running back. Let's just let them hit the ball carrier. Why not? Well, we're at the 2-minute warning, 2nd and goal. We're at the 8-yard line. And he drops the ball. He just didn't get enough separation there. I could have waited for the play to develop a little bit longer, but the way that this offensive line has been playing, I just, you know. There we go. Beautiful throw across the across to the I don't even know what I'm saying. That was a beautiful throw. Beautiful throw. All right, we got 1st and 10. They're on their own 30. You just got to make sure that they don't score. Good sack. Good sack. Juwan Briggs. Beautiful. We love that. We love that. Good again. 2 sacks back to back. That was exactly what you want. That was exactly what you want out of your team right here. At this spot, it doesn't get better than that. 3rd and 23. Got to get 2 more stops here. And he's just wide open. We're not going to have nobody in that zone for some reason. Just the person that's supposed to be in the zone is just going to watch him run right there. They're going to call a timeout here. They're already close to field goal range. Not quite in field goal range just yet, but they're pretty close. If we could get another sack here, that would be wonderful. They have 1 timeout left. Let's stop him right there. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Make him waste that last timeout. All right. All right, this is crunch time here, boys. This is crunch time. We can still come away with this dub right here. Drop that ball. Good. Good. 1 more stop. 1 more stop. And that's ball game. That's all we need. They're definitely going to pass here. So let's make sure we pass commit. And there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go back to the crib. Go back to the crib. And it's housed. It's housed for the game. That was beautiful. Textbook ending right there. Textbook ending right there. Andre Cisco. Beautiful. We love that. We love that. That couldn't have been a better written ending for us. Let's go check out the stats. See what everybody did. All right, let's go to the Jets. Tyrod Taylor, 13 for 23 with 128. 1 touchdown, 1 pick. It's not horrible. Not the worst. Not the best. Geno Smith, 4 for 6. What did he throw for? 26 yards. Nothing. All right, that was horrible. Guess he didn't play that much. Khalil Herbert, 4 for 39. He averaged 9.7. He almost averaged 10. That's pretty good on the ball, even though he only had 4 carries. But, you know, that was a good showing considering there was a lot of touches. They was getting spread out, so that was good. That was good. Receiving-wise, Isaiah Williams, 5 for 44. Khalil Herbert, 5 for 44. Khalil Herbert had a day. He had a day, he did. Josh Reynolds, 2 for 15. Garrett Wilson, 1 for 6. He really didn't touch the ball much. Tyler Johnson, 1 for 6 and a touchy. That's great. 1 for 26 for Jeremy Ruckert. And 1 for 6 for Arian Smith. And 1 for 5 for Mason Taylor. On the defensive side of the ball, Jasir Taylor and Jamie Sherwood were our tackle leaders. We had a couple TFLs throughout. All right, that's not... Our defense did pretty good. I think our defense was the highlight. Like I said, see what we can do and rely mostly on the running game throughout the year because I don't really trust Geno Smith and I don't really trust Tyrod Taylor either. So it doesn't really make sense for us to really like go pass heavy until we do find a decent quarterback. Hopefully in the offseason. Hopefully we could draft one. If not, hopefully we could pick one up in free agency. I doubt we're going to be able to make a trade. Like I said, we're going to try to do realistic trades, and most people aren't getting rid of their quarterback, especially not mid-season. So hopefully we can find a good quarterback through free agency or through the draft. All right, Battle of MetLife, Jets versus Giants, Game 2, preseason Week 2. Let's see what the outcome is. Hopefully we come out with the same thing that we came out with last time, and we come and leave MetLife with a dub. We set the tone for the year in Jersey. Big third down, make the stop. What are we, 3rd and 8? They want us to run nickel blitz, so that's what we're going to do. I mean, the blitz has been working for us, so hopefully it continues. We're going to see what Demario Davis could do right here. And there we go. We got a sack and we got a fumble. Pick the ball up. Pick the ball up and run. Come on, big man. Beautiful play. Beautiful play by the defense. Demario Davis caused the fumble right there. Joseph Asai scoops it up and scores 6. on our first user play of the game. It couldn't have been written better. Like I said, our defense is the best part of this team so far. They're probably going to be the all-stars. They're going to have to put the team on their back for this entire season. I wouldn't say for the entire series because, like I said, in the offseason, we do plan on making some moves. We're going to try to make some moves at the deadline and beef up the offensive line so it gives us a fighting chance. But I don't really see us doing much on the offensive side of the ball this year. Besides, you know, hopefully our run. Look at that. That was oh, and I missed the angle. That was just unlucky. Oh my. Okay, at least he picked it up. Good shed. Joseph Asai, one tackle like this right now. They're definitely gonna run the ball right here. Okay, maybe not. There you go. Good pressure. All right, let's see. What can we do? What can we do right here? What can we do right here? No! Oh my God, that's. And you see the things that I be saying. Darius Slayton is not breaking a tackle like that. I'm sorry, he's just not. Head-on tackle, he's not breaking a tackle like that. No. He just couldn't wrap up. That was really the problem right there. He just couldn't wrap up. He tried to bump him, wasn't strong enough. Tie ball game. We're here at 7-7. Minute 39. We've got full timeouts, 3rd and 10 on the board. Let's see if we can convert right here and keep the drive alive. Good catch, Josh Reynolds. He's having his preseason. He's showing out for the preseason. He's definitely earning his wide receiver 2 spot. If I had to say, he's doing exactly what he needs to do, and we got points on the board there. So I'm really interested to see who was it that scored there. I'm glad that we could score at all. Jameis Winston went down. Pressure's just been too much for them. The pressure has just been way too much for them. And I'm happy about that. I'm loving this defense right now. I got to tell you. That would have definitely been the first down right there. The way I got cooked, we're not even going to speak about that. We're not going to speak about that. He just couldn't knock the ball out. Jalen Hyatt that was a catch they needed right there. To say the least. That was a catch they needed. I just couldn't get there. I couldn't get there in time. I read it beautifully. I just couldn't get there. We got Khalil Herbert in the backfield. They're spamming the line. And then we get it. There you go. It wasn't much, but it was honest work. What can you say there? We didn't pick up. I'd be surprised if we picked up even a yard, but we picked up what we needed, and he drops the ball there. That's unlucky. Money drive right here. Oh, we just couldn't get the ball out. See what we got. We got to get the ball out early. We picked up a couple. That put us in some good position. We're going to let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning here. No point in running another play. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. Stayed in bounds. We're going to continue running the clock. And we're just going to score. All right. I guess we're not going to waste any more clock because we had it. There's no point in giving up a free score, right? We're going to trust our defense to make a play right here. They got a minute and 13. They do have all of their timeouts. Oh, I didn't get the angle, and he's wide open. Oh my. I had a beautiful sack right there too. A beautiful sack. Like, you couldn't have drew up a better sack than I just had. And I just gave it up because I couldn't get an angle on it. He can't hit stick? Who is this guy? Screen. And he gets the first down. They're gonna spike the ball. They're gonna save their timeout. That was smart. I haven't seen the computer do smart things like that. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually really smart by them. And we just I made the wrong decision there. Touchdown. They're gonna score. We got 35 seconds. I don't know how we're gonna do this. I don't know if we're gonna do it. But one thing we won't do is give up. And we're gonna throw a pick. And he's gonna house it almost. Yeah, that's the ball game. Unfortunately, we don't walk away with the dub. Unfortunately, we're gonna be unlucky. And 21-24 is your total for the Battle of MetLife. The Giants are victorious. It seems they run East Rutherford. Geno Smith again, 5 for 12, 89 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. We had Tyrod Taylor, 4 for 10 for 48, 40% completion, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And this is what I'm saying, why we're not going to expect much from our offense this year. And this is pretty much just going to be exactly what it sounds like. And it's going to be a rebuilding year because we just don't have a quarterback to play competent football. We don't have anybody to throw the ball to these guys, so their development is going to be halted just based on the fact that we don't have anyone to get them the ball. And I feel really bad for Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall because they're such good players, and they've had to deal with the worst quarterback play for their whole careers as up to this point. They're both 3-year vets, and it's just been pretty bad. It's been a pretty rough 3 years for them right now. Like, they had to deal with Aaron Rodgers going down in the first game of the season. And that was their hope after dealing with Zach Wilson for 2 years. It's just been unlucky after unlucky. Now they're gonna have to deal with Geno Smith and Tyrod Taylor. Hopefully in real life, they're able to do something actually. But it's just been unlucky all over the place. We have 1 new injury. We have 3 new injuries. We have Michael Walker, week to week. All right, Milo Eifler, you wanted to be a starter, and you're out there with a hip pointer injury. Stop throwing your hip, brother. Yeah, there's nobody in free agency that's really like that much of a, oh yeah, he's going to come and be a game changer. So we're probably just going to wait until after the season. Let's go to the last week of the preseason, and let's see if we can come away with a dub and end 2-1. We're in the rain, so it's going to be a little bit more rough. And they're just going to... Saquon Barkley, rain, sleet, hail, snow, he's going to run that damn ball. There's really no stopping that man. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line. And he's just not going to go down. He's just one of those workhorse type of guys. It's going to take a lot to stop him, and even when you do stop him, he's going to get a couple. Right there, we had a good stop. He's already 6 for 23. 2nd and goal. We're on the 6-yard line. We got 2 more stops. 2 more stops. That's all we need. There we go. We got a good stuff right there. Now they might throw the ball, so we're gonna go a little less blitz heavy right here, and we're gonna get some support in the backfield just in case they do throw the ball right here, which it looks like they're gonna do. So we're gonna get some help, and they're just gonna leave him wide open, of course, because why would you be able to cover your man? Dallas Goedert is just gonna completely blow through them, and it just doesn't make any sense. 7-6. We're at the second. We're in the second quarter. A minute left. 3rd and 10. We need to stop here. And he's gonna get caught up. And we just can't stop him. We can't get there in time. He's gonna get the first down. We're gonna convert. And they're gonna be in the red zone now. 1 minute and 7 seconds left. 2 timeouts left. And it looks like they're gonna get points on the board here. Whether it's 3 or a touchdown, that's yet to be decided. But it looks like they're gonna get some points here before the half. Don't count them out just yet. Good sack. Good wraparound right there. Jamie and Sherwood. They still have 1 timeout left. And we can't grab the ball. We can't come down with it. At least we got the deflection. We got the stop. They're going to come away with 3 here. It's not ideal, but 10-6 isn't as bad as 13 or 14-6. So we got 19 seconds to throw a deep ball and just see what we can find. It's not even going to give us a moment for it. Your defense needs you again. It's not giving us any offense. And, of course, they're right here at the 5-yard line because we couldn't get a chance to stop them before they got to the 5-yard line. And we're going to jump the gap, and we're going to see if we can get 2 more stuffs here. And, nope, we're going to get picked up right there. And he's just going to run it in, clean hole. Like, there was just nothing we could do there. 3rd and 3. They want us to run deep routes here. 17-6 ball game. We got Khalil Herbert in the backfield. Tyrod Taylor's in. It's raining. He can't come down with it. 4th and 3. That's just unlucky. It's raining, the ball's wet. You know, it's not much you could do right there. It's not much you could do. 4th and 3, we're going to go for it. Coach wants us to go for it, so we're going to keep going for it. Fuck it. Why not? It's preseason football. Last game. Show them what you got, you know? Show him what you got. He came down with the football. Or did he? No. Maybe he did. That's the confusing part about playing the key moments. Sometimes you don't know if you made the catch or not. And you just gotta wait to see. But we did. And we got a clear pass. This is a touchdown, Khalil Herbert. Okay, we're right here on the 45. 3 minutes left to go. And we're not going to get the stop here. And he's just going to keep pushing it. Their running backs are just tanks in general. Ironic that his name is Tank, but he's just a tank. He's just going to fight through and get extra yards each carry. Good stuff. I'm going to call a timeout right here. We're going to try to get one more play, one more stop before the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 8. We're going to save our timeouts, and we're just going to go to the 2-minute warning just in case we do get the ball back. And we know they're going to run again here, most likely. I'm not going to run commit just because the last time, like if they throw a screen out, you know, we do want to have some protection against that. But, yeah, see, and they didn't, which is kind of smart. And they're just going to have him open. We just had nobody there. Thankfully, he was out of bounds, so we didn't have to burn a timeout right there, but that was just unlucky. They're going to run the ball here. We're going to make them lose yards. We're going to call a timeout. We got 1 timeout left, 1:50 left. So we're going to, if we do get the stop here, we're going to have about 40 seconds left maybe after they run timeout. So we'll have about a minute once we get the ball back. And we need a touchdown to win the game. A field goal doesn't help us. All right, and money drop time. 57 seconds, no timeout, so we got to go out of bounds here. Or at least run hurry-ups. And we got to try to go deep. And we're going to get sacked. That's not how you want to start. That's not how you want to start at all. 2nd and 16. Got 50 seconds left. And we're back from where we started at. Get the ball here. Get yards. Run out of bounds. And that's exactly what we need to do. That's exactly what we need to do. We're going to keep trying to push that right side of the field. We got to try not to take another sack. We're going to run the ball here. 2nd and inches. It isn't ideal, but it is what it is. And they keep giving us the same plays. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, and we just couldn't have him. All right, we need to hurry up here. We got to take a shot, or we got to get out of bounds as soon as possible. Yeah, we just had nothing there. We had nothing there, and we had no time to let anything develop. Oh, I didn't even. Thank God it wasn't a pick, but that was terrible placement. Our offensive coordinator is not helping us in the slightest way. He's not giving us any plays right now that really make any sort of sense. They're not. He's not drawing up good plays. Oh, that was. He just turned into Superman. He flew. And we're going to run a Hail Mary from the 30-yard line because that's what we need to do. We have no other option but to run a Hail Mary from 30 yards. And we just can't come down with it. That's unlucky. We're going to lose the game here 20-14. It's just not much you can do there. Our offensive coordinator wasn't really putting us in a good position. I can't put all of the blame on him because we couldn't get the ball down. We couldn't get any good passes. Again, Tyrod Taylor, terrible performance, 57% completion rate, 8 for 14 for 94, didn't even crack 100 yards, 3 for 11, even worse completion rate, 27% completion rate for 87 yards, 1 touchdown. That doesn't really offset anything. Terrible passing performance. It's horrible. We got Breece Hall, 5 attempts for 12 yards. That's even horrible. Looks like we couldn't run the ball for the life of us either. Only one attempt for Khalil Herbert and one attempt for the rest of these guys. That doesn't. That's just not good. It's just not good. We had Arian Smith, our top receiver, 3 for 44. Who Adonai Mitchell caught a 64-yard bomb. So that's where most of the yards came from. Who was it that passed it to him? It was Geno Smith. Yeah, Geno Smith. That was pretty much all of his yards came from that one play. That was not good at all. On the defensive side of the ball, Jamie Sherwood with 10 tackles, double-digit tackling game, 3 tackles for losses, 1 sack. He had an amazing day. Amazing outing by Jamie Sherwood. I can't be more happy. Joe, he had a good performance out there. Looking ready for the regular season. Cam Scatteraboo showed some flashes of future greatness. Get excited, New York. At least one half of New York has something to get excited for. Position battle. That guy got injured. He didn't really show anything, so it looks like you're not going to be the starter. Sorry, brother. You're not ready. We're not going to lie. I've been dreading that answer all week. Well, that's the answer. I got to cut 14 players. Okay. Can I cut the whole team? Why not? Oh, yeah, sorry. You didn't even make the team, let alone be the starter. All right, there we go. We made our cuts. We're going to advance to the regular season. Choose a draft. We're going to be using an auto-generated draft class just because that makes it more fun. We don't really know what we're going to get. We don't know who we're going to find. And that's just, to me, that's just more fun. That's probably the best part of franchise mode to me. I love the draft. I love drafting. I love finding prospects. I love building them up, seeing them stories, and seeing their progression. It just makes it like so fulfilling to me. I know it sounds kind of lame, but it just that's like the best part of franchise mode. Just seeing the prospects that are obviously auto-generated, that no one knows, they'll never be a real person, and just seeing them become stars, just watching them build up, even if they're not on your team, watching every story. So like you'll see the draft, most of the time we're not gonna have the number 1 overall pick because we are gonna try to win games, so we're not gonna ever tank, but we are gonna go high in the draft. So we'll be fighting for some of these top ranked guys, and it'll be exciting, quarterback battles that, oh, we could have drafted him, we missed out on him, and look at him, he's flourishing over there on that team, or oh, that's cornerback right there, we passed up on him and he ended up being the greatest cornerback of the league. It's very interesting what you're gonna see out there. Okay, heading into week 1 of the 26-27 season, the New York Jets. We have a lot of promising players on the defensive side of the ball. As you've seen in the preseason games, we've had a lot of flashes of, some sort of good play on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, we've faced a lot of struggles so far. We can't really pass the ball through the air. We're having terrible struggles at quarterback. We've got a bunch of old guys. We got Tyrod Taylor and Geno Smith as our 1 and 2 combination in the quarterback room. That's not really good. That's not what we're looking for. Our defense can only do so much, and even on the defensive side of the ball, it's not like we're elite. We don't have an elite defense, but we're okay. That's where we shine at. Kickoff, we get the ball first here. We've got Khalil Herbert returning for some reason. Maybe it's not that bad. We get up to the 34-yard line. And we've got Khalil Herbert on the start. He's getting the first opening touch ahead of Breece Hall. Why? I am not sure. But he is. He picks up 7 there. That's not that bad. I don't want to have him getting those opening touches. And Breece Hall is not playing. He's injured. We don't want him getting injured, that's for sure. So if we could prevent that from happening, and he has no spin move. He's not going to get, I don't know what that was. He's not elusive like that, so we can't really count on him to be elusive, but he does pick up a good gain right there. So that is something to be happy about. We got Braylon Allen in. Let's see what we can do here. And that's going to be a pick. That was just the wrong decision. That's going to be housed. That was just bad timing. I seen him too late, and I knew when I threw it. I knew when it left my hand. I knew it was going to be a pick, but that's on me. That one's on me. Not going to crash out this time. Not going to crash out this time. I can't. It wasn't a Madden mistake. It was a user error. Run the damn football. We got Geno Smith. Why am I trying to pass the ball? I need to have these mental talks with myself because it's just like I like to throw the ball. I like to air it out. I like having a quarterback that's competent, you know? And Geno Smith is just not competent, at least in this game. You know, I'm pretty sure he's a good guy in real life. Just in this game, Geno, you're not someone that anyone would pick up in a fantasy draft. Let's just say that. We're going to pick up the first down there. That's beautiful. Patrick Queen with the tackle. Going to go back to the air here. We're going to see if we can do anything with play action. We don't got much. Oh, at least he bites. We actually got the pass to Garrett Wilson. Beautiful spiral right there. It was actually a beautiful flash right there from Geno. We're going to stay in the air here. We're going to see if we can hit Josh Reynolds. That's going to be our first look. Then we're going to see if we got Adonai Mitchell over the slant. And we don't. And he's not going to be able to come down with it. The coverage was just too tight. They want us to stay on the air. I'm not really a fan of staying on the air here. I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to audible. And we got Braylon Allen for 8 right there. You couldn't have run it better than that right there. I mean, the first down would have been better, but, you know, we got what we got. We're going to try to run the ball again here with Khalil. Just see if we can pick up the first. We can't. We're 4th and inches. And it wants us to take the 3 here. I can't fight them. 4th and inches. We're on their 19. I wouldn't have wanted to take. That's just me, but, you know. We're going to take the 3. We're going to secure some points here. We're going to get up on the board 7-3. Still 6 minutes left. So, you know, we've got a lot of time. Hopefully we can get a stop on this drive. Good sack. David Onyemata. That's what we like to see. Big 98 out there. Getting to the quarterback. 2nd and 15. Let's pinch up. They're going to run to the outside, and we're just going to get blocked. And he picks up the first down. 15-yard run from Rico Dowdle. That's not what you want to see, but got to roll with the punches. Unfortunately, we don't get the 3 and out. They're going to run the ball again, and they're going to pick up about 7. Only 5. That's better. We just... Oh, my God. And they had me on the wrong person. This is when I start to crash out. This here is when I start to crash out. Because why is Madden logic to put you somewhere where the ball carrier is not? Like, just why? It doesn't even make sense. Instead of the player right in front of the person at the good angle where you can actually get a tackle. And he's just going to get manhandled out there. Khalil Herbert should not be our returner. It should not be our return man. That should not be who we're going to out there for kick returns. It's just not. If he's going to be our every down back for right now, he should not be out there receiving the ball on kick returns. And we're just going to have no space to run. And we're going to get stopped right there. 3rd and 6. Not bad. At least we got at least we caught the ball. A lot more than I could have expected for the way that we're playing. And he just like tapped him on the shoulder, Garrett Wilson there. You seen that block? That wasn't really a block. It was like a little tap. Give him a shoulder tap. Said, huh, stop. We're going to pick up 2 there. It's not a bad run. We're going to go to the air here, see what we can do. We're going to trust Geno, man. Listen, we don't have any choice. You know, we have to trust who we got. And he's just going to overthrow it. Wide open. He just can't hit the target. We just don't got nothing. We don't got nothing. Hopefully we could pin him down low. It's a beautiful punt again. They're at the 11. You know, it's what you want to see out of a punt. They're going to run the ball here. I don't want to run commit just in case they, you know, screw us again. And he's just going to hop over his player. Like, he's the man. And he wouldn't be wrong. He kind of is the man right now. That's all we've been seeing. It's the Rico Dowdle show. Good stop right there. 3rd and 7. We need one more. And they just got a wide open pass right there. Wide open dish for the first down. 1st and 31. First and 31. First and 10 at the 31. Get to him. Get to him. Second and 8. That's not horrible. Make him drop it. Thank you. Third and 8. We're going to run a blitz here. We're going to try to see if we can get pressure on the quarterback. Joseph Asai off the edge. Come on. You got to show me something. And we don't. And we got to drop. No, he caught the ball there. 4th and 5. End of the first quarter. It's not the best result, but, you know, 14-3 at the end of the first. That's not a score you want to see. But it's the score we got, so we got to work with it. Hopefully we can make it 14-10 on this drive. We're going to run a stretch to the outside, see what we can do. Keep it on the ground. You know, the ground has been working for us somewhat, so we just can't get a block there. We had the edge. All we needed was a block. If we had that block right there, we would have at least got a couple yards. But, you know, 1 yard gain is better than the loss. That was a beautiful bullet. I don't know how that wasn't intercepted. The defender, he just was in la-la world. He didn't see the ball whizzing past his head. But that's what we want. We want defenders incompetent. We want defenders not paying attention to where the ball is in the air. You know? And he's just going to not block him at all. And he's going to come in there for the tackle for loss. And we're just going to run off with Zeno. We're going to give ourselves up here. And he's just going to overthrow him wide open. We got a 56-yard field goal right here.
It's 4th down.
Hopefully we make this. And thankfully it's good. 14-6. It's better than coming away with 0. You know, 1 possession lead, granted that we make the 2-point conversion. All we need is another stop. And our defense has been playing, you know, somewhat good, other than the couple runs that we let out and, you know, the couple passes. But we've been playing decently good. If we could get a stop here, then we'll be in a good spot. We'll be in a good spot to tie it up before half.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Good sack. Good pressure on the quarterback there. Forcing him out the pocket and getting him down. That's what we want to see. And they're going to run the ball, surprisingly. They're going to pick up 2. 3rd and 17. So we know they're going to throw the ball for sure here. We're going to make sure we got zones everywhere. We're going to make sure we're covering everywhere before the first down mark. Pass the ball. Just don't get a first down, if that's what you got to do. And he's going to take off. Thankfully, he's not going to get it. 4th and 5. They're going to punt the ball here. We're going to go back to Khalil Herbert. He's going to get stopped right there, and we're going to get an injury. That's big Khalil. Hopefully, it's nothing crazy. We're going to pass the ball here. Adonai Mitchell picks up 7 or so. Khalil Herbert, pectoral strain, will return soon. And that's just not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see at all. Hopefully, Gary Wilson gets open and picks up the first for us here. Thankfully, he does. It gives us way more than the first as we get past, as we get almost at the 50-yard line. 19 for Gary Wilson. I believe that was his first catch. And if he had a little bit more speed, that would have been yard. Beautiful run nonetheless, though. Beautiful run, beautiful block, and we need more of that. That's what it's going to come down to. Runs like that right there are what's going to win us the game here. Runs like this where he puts the ball on the ground, that's just unlucky. Braylon Allen, first fumble of the season. You don't want to see that. TJ Watt gets it. He forces it, and he picks it up. That's just not what you want to see. Unlucky. Unlucky. After a beautiful run like that, it's just not what you want to see. And we get yapped up right here. We almost got him. Hopefully we can get this pick. He somehow comes down with the ball in double coverage. And this is why I hate the game. DK Metcalf, double coverage, safety and a corner, both go after the ball, and he comes down with it. Okay, DK Metcalf, he can make catches like that. All right, that's not the part I'm mad at. But you can't wrap them up. You're already on top of them. 20-6. This just isn't what we want to see. I don't know what we're gonna do on offense. I'm honestly at a loss for words. Let's try a screen. Can we get that block? And he's not fast enough. Khalil Herbert, he's got space! And he just gets clobbered. We're going to drop back here. And another fumble! Can you guys just keep the ball in your hands? That's the second fumble here in less than 2 minutes. It's just not ideal. Deshaun Watson's going to take off here. We got to play better because how we're playing right now is just not ideal. Easy throws. They're finding holes on the run. Good stuff there. But we need more. We need more. That's not enough. It's just not enough. We just can't wrap up. We're having trouble wrapping up all game. That's the story of the game. 24-6, 52 seconds left. We're going to see what we can do before the half. We still got 3 timeouts. Hopefully we can make something happen. And just another big hit. We got to make something shake here. Run down if it runs down. 30 seconds. We're going to call our first timeout. And that's bad pass. That's bad pass by me. Thankfully, it wasn't intercepted, but I've got to be better at reads. I got to not panic. I'm panicking. That's a pick. Too much time in the air. That was just, but we can't grab the ball. He throws it right to our chest, and we just can't come down with it. And they just come down with it. And they're going to call the timeout. And they're going to get more yards. They're going to get even closer to field goal range here. Chris Boswell, he's got the leg for it. I wouldn't be surprised if that hits. Yep, that's good. We're just not having a good day. We're not having a good opening day. 27-6. It's been rough. It's been rough. We don't get the ball. They get first possession of the second half. We're not playing to our full potential. That's the problem. We're better than this. I know we're better than this as a team, and we just got to prove it. We got to show up and show out, and we're not doing either. Well, we showed up, but we're not doing much else. We came, we got paid, and that's all it looks like we're about to do. Because good stop. 3rd and 22. Will McDonald comes down with that one. And we need to see more of our edge. We need to see more of our edge going out there and applying pressure on the quarterback. Three and out right there. That was beautiful. We need more of that. That's what we need more of there. We're down a lot to a little. And we need something to change. We just can't get him. We got the separation. We just couldn't put the ball in his hands. Pick up gain of 2 there. There's not much we can do. He doesn't have the accuracy. He doesn't have the arm. He doesn't have the accuracy. He doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have anything. He's got the audacity. That's what he does got. He's got the audacity to still be playing football. And we get stuffed right there. At least we got the ball out. We didn't take a sack. Bruised hand. Not that bad. We're going to let him sit for a couple plays. Thankfully that wasn't another pick, but we're going to get stopped there, and it's rough. We're going to go for it, because what else can we do, right? What else can we do? 27-6. It's the third quarter. We need something. We need a spark. And that might be it. Garrett Wilson has been electric. He's been the only part of this offense that has really came down and held down for us. We've got some space. We're going to take off. We're going to run. TJ Watt's chasing us. That was scary. I was scared for Geno there. TJ Watt chasing you down. That's not just an average defender. We got some space. We can't break the tackle. And it looks like we're in motion right now.
That's another First and goal at the 40-yard line.
And we just had to get it out because we was about to take a sack there. And I'd rather get the ball out than take a sack right there. Especially in that spot. You don't want to take a sack. First and 5. Well, it was first and goal at the 5-yard line. You don't want to take a sack there. You want to just get in and get out. Garrett Wilson, the most electrifying Jet there ever was. Just when you thought they were out, Garrett Wilson comes to save the day. 13-27. Down 2 possessions. Still 6 minutes left in the third quarter. And this is football. All we got to do is stop the run. We can't let them get stupid plays. We can't let them score stupid plays on us. We can't let them get free yards like this. We can't let them do stuff like that. Deshaun Watson, we can't let you scramble. We got to make sure we stop that. Just like that. 1 yard is okay. We'll take that. Gonna guard the pass up here. Good. 3 and out. Let's do it. And just like that, we're right back in it. We're right back in it, boys. Garrett Wilson, 7 targets for 6 receptions for 88 yards and a tutty. No way. No way that just happened. But we still got the game here. Oh, no, wait. We're right back. We're right back to where we just were. Beautiful. All right, technical difficulty avoided. This is perfect. Oh, my God. If we could have just broke away from that, we would have been gone. All right, come on. Let's see what we can do. Let's keep the momentum going. We've got some momentum here. We just got to keep it up. That's a first down. That is exactly what we need. We need to just keep doing this. Keep doing this. Short gains is gains. We got time. We got a whole quarter left, and we still got 4 minutes in the third. We need speed. Beautiful. Beautiful. Broken tackle right there. I love it. It's exactly what we needed. Let's keep the chains rolling. Right here, we got some space. 9 yards. 9 yards. Can't complain about that. You can't complain about that. We're going to try one more rush up the gut. See what we got? We got space. We just couldn't get open. Woo! Good spin. Patient football. If it's not there, don't take it. If it's not there, don't take it. That was there. 176, 1 touchdown. It's not bad. It's not a bad game for Geno right now. Aside from the picks, it's been a decent game. Oh my! Oh, thank God that's not an interception right there. We gotta stop the talking, man. Every time we say something and every time we praise our guys is when bad things happen. We gotta praise our guys after the game. Let's close out, at least close out the drive, and then we can start praising. There's Braylon. Dive for it. Nope, it's stuffed. We're at the 3-yard line though. We gotta see if we can score right here before the quarter ends. We need 6. It's the last play of the quarter. Nope, we're stopped. All right, we're going into 4th. Just gonna let the quarter run out. Top of the 4th now. We're still down 2 possessions. No, it's right to him, man. It just, oh. Yeah, it's like at this point, bro, you can't write a better script. You just can't. Our defense is showing up, and we're just We're letting them down, man. We're really letting them down on offense, man. We're not converting where we need to be.
At the 19-yard line.
That's our third pick of the day. He threw it out. 3rd and 11. Our defense is showing up, man. Like, I know that's something to be proud of, but it's rough, man, when you can't. And where's the other person that's supposed to be on that side of the zone? They're just not there. I don't know what they want me to do at this point. And that's another sack. Jamie and Sherwood. I love Jamie and Sherwood, man. Star of the franchise so far. He's a star. He can't go nowhere, man. We got to protect Jamie and Sherwood with our life. He is going to develop into a superstar. I guarantee you that. Mark my words right now. Jamie and Sherwood. We just can't get him down. Grab the ball. That was perfect pick right there. That was a perfect pick, and we just couldn't come down with it. It is sometimes. Sometimes you just can't come down with it. We're going to player line Jamie Sherwood for the rest of this game on defense. Maybe that's not a good idea because we just left the middle wide open right there. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do, man? We gotta stick to our game. That's I keep saying that, but we got to stick to our game. We're not playing our game right now. We got to think about what works for us. And that's the blitz. The blitz hasn't failed us. We got to apply constant pressure. Wrap up. Why are you letting him just run right by you like that? I don't understand. There you go. Good wrap up right there. That's clear. That was good for another 20 yards. We're down 17. We got 5.5 left. We need a quick score, and we need another stop. Oh, yo. And they're just beating on us on these returns. There we go. There we go. That's some yardage. Gonna see what decision the safety makes. Ah, you almost had it. You almost had it. You almost had it. We need time. We don't got any. We don't got any time. It's the story of the day, really. We just don't have time in the pocket to let the play develop and really get someone open. Our receivers can't create any separation because we just don't got the time. He drops the ball there. And it's just not what we need. It's not what we need at all. 5 wide. That wasn't smart. That wasn't smart. He was on him the whole time. Oh, he doesn't even try to jump for the ball. That was just a useless try to tackle. They're going to score again. 37-13. This game has just got out of hand in the last quarter. We gave up. That's what it's looking like right now. We gave up in the fourth. We got a lot of space. He's gonna come. We're just not fast enough. We're not fast enough to get away. That was a great run though. A great run nonetheless. We're just not fast enough. We're really hurting without Brees out there. Throw it out. We got nothing. We got nothing. We're not getting any separation. TJ Watt is just... I thought we had that one, but he just can't come down with it. At this point, we're just tossing the ball up and we're just hoping. We're tossing it and praying for a miracle. I had X wide open, but I panicked. I seen the rush coming. I was just like, we got to get the ball out. 4th and 10. And they're just what is that? What was that? I couldn't even. I've never seen that happen before. I don't know if that would. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. And he just spins and wins. Spinning and winning. That is what he is doing. Spinning and winning. And they're just going to run the clock out here. No point in us even calling timeouts. We're just going to waste our time. We're just going to chalk this one up as a loss. First loss of the season. And we're going to head home and, you know, figure out how we could, and he just dived at nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just, hey, let's go tackle a ghost. We got our final score here, 37-13. I don't see why they would even try to go for a 3 or anything. I see them just taking victory formations here. David Onyemata is going to back up into coverage. And he's going to go for it. And he might actually have it. No, we were there to break it up. I thought they were going to run the ball there because why wouldn't they? But apparently they said, no, let's try. Why not? Let's go for a deep shot. And it almost worked. Sadly. But our defense, you know, they held up their end for the most part. They did what they could. And we're going to try to at least get another 6 up there, but it's just not going to happen. We just get pancaked off the line. We're going to go for a deep shot here. Hopefully Garrett Wilson gets some separation right there. And he does, and we get the ball down there. All right. Get to the second level. We got another first down. This is a good spot for a timeout. I want 6. We didn't give up fully. You know, we're still here. We still got some fight in us. We don't want to let these fans down for the season just yet. 30 seconds left. We're going to go. We're going to call a timeout. 23 seconds left. 2nd and 1. We're going to see if we can score right here. We got Reynolds on the drag. And wide open. Touchdown. Why we couldn't move like this the whole game, I don't know. I'm not sure. But we're showing flashes. And that's what's important. It's not a one-game series. You know, it's the long game we're playing here. And as long as we keep improving, as long as we keep getting better, we will be Super Bowl champions. The Jets will reign supreme. We will hold up the Lombardi for the first time in almost 60 years. It just takes time, you know? We got to build. We've been rebuilding for the past 60 years. Ever since we lost Joe Namath, you know, we went downhill since then. But I tell you, it might not be this year. It might not be next year. But sometime in the near future, we will reign supreme yet again. And that's going to be it. 37-21 is your final score here at MetLife. We start the season off 0-1. Terrible tough loss right there. That's all you can say there. Terrible play on really all sides of the field. The defense didn't really hold up their end too good. They allowed 37 points. Besides, you know, the pick 6 at the beginning of the game. And the highlights, we're not even going to stay for the highlights because it's just not going to be us. You know, we didn't really do anything highlight worthy. Let's take a look at the stats here from the Jets. Geno Smith, 24 for 46, 294 yards, 52% completion rate, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. It's not a stat line you really want to see. It's not a stat line you really want to see. 294 yards, cool. 3 interceptions, not cool. You know, 50% completion rate. It's not good. It's mediocre at best. You know, you want to do better. You want to do better. 16 for 107 on the ground. That's something to, you know, something to work with, you know. We had 7 for 37 from Braylon Allen. Geno rushed for 32. It's not bad. It's not bad. The run game was okay. I can't say the run game was completely horrible. We could have did way better. But a 100-yard game for our starting running back without our actual starting running back, I'd say it's decent. Maybe if we would have had Brees, the game would have turned out differently. Who knows? On the receiving side of the ball, Garrett Wilson, our star receiver, 7 catches for 131. Imagine if we had a competent quarterback. Imagine what would have happened. If Geno Smith could throw 7 targets. Well, no, I think he threw 8 targets and hit 7 of them. for 131 and 1 touchdown. Imagine what we could do with Garrett Wilson. It's just what I'm saying. It's just sad what he has to deal with for his career, for like the beginning of his career. I can't say he's gonna be a Jet forever in real life. Anyway, I can't say they're gonna lock him down. We got him right now, and I'm blessed to say that I get to watch him play on my team. He's a great receiver. He's an amazing receiver. I love watching him play. Yeah, he's just great. Him and Brees, I love both of them. Those two as a duo. They're definitely the heart of the offense. So it's good to watch them. Josh Reynolds, 6 for 69 in the tutty. Braylon Allen, 5 for 58. Adonai Mitchell, 2 for 12. And we got a couple 1 catches for nothing really. On to the defensive side of the ball. We've got tackles everywhere. 2 tackles for loss for Demario Davis, 1 sack. 2 sacks for David Onyemata, 1 for Jamie Sherwood, 1 for Will McDonald, 1 for Joseph Asai. We did pretty good. We did pretty good on the defensive side of the ball, We could be way better. We got to work on not allowing all of those holes on the line. Our front 7 has to, work on wrapping up. Our secondary as well needs to work on wrapping up. We got to work on tackling after they catch. If we're gonna allow the catch, we got to be able to tackle, because it's really the yak that's what really killed us in this game. All of the yards after catch was really like the part that really hurt us the most. We got to upgrade for Khalil Herbert here. We're gonna put in an elusive back. We need him to be faster. We need him to get that spin move up. +3 on that spin move. That's beautiful, beautiful upgrade. Joe Burrow threw for 451 passing yards with a 69% completion rate with 4 tutties. With an offensive line that's shit. Do you see what a competent, I was about to say computer, but a competent quarterback? Because I'm pretty sure if we simmed, Geno Smith would never, in the rest of his years playing in the NFL, have a 451-yard passing day with 4 touchdowns, with a 69% completion rate. Nothing else for real. Jackson Dart, 265 with 4 tutties to go with it. DK Metcalf had 3 for 138 and 2 touchdowns. Phillip Rivers got cut from the Colts. Hey, can't say I didn't see that coming. Major injury to Ramon Costa. Ooh, that's not what you want to see. QB battle out there with Jordan Love. Yeah, Jared Goff. Why would they pick up Jared Goff with Jordan Love? Doesn't make sense. Well, that's going to be it for episode 1. If you did enjoy it, I would appreciate it if you did like, comment, and subscribe. So when we drop episode 2, you'll be the first one to get notified. Yeah, I can't wait for the future of this series. That's pretty much it. I can't wait for the future of this series. I can't wait to see what's in store for us. I really want to get this season over with, because if it's anything like the first game, we're in for a long season. And sometimes it's like that. Sometimes when you're in the rebuilding phase, you have to go through the rough to get to the great. Even people that dig for gold, they dig for hours until they struck gold. So we're here. We're 10 toes down, man, and do or die. It's Jets time, man.